These are the latest casualties in India's longest-running insurgency. The previous Prime Minister Manmohan Singh called it the country's greatest internal threat. Maoist rebels fighting the state for the rights of local people. And they've been doing it for 40 years. They regularly ambush soldiers here and kill an Indian soldier or policeman about once every 3 days.
We will not allow the sacrifice of our Central Reserve Police Force soldiers to go in vain at any cost. We have taken this as a challenge. That is why we have taken a decision to review our left-wing extremism strategy.
While tensions around Indian-administered Kashmir grab the headlines, India's biggest challenge is along the Red Corridor. That's a stretch of its territory running from the northeast to the southwest and controlled by the Maoists. The Red Corridor started with a rebellion in the village of Naxalbari in northeastern India in 1967. The corridor now contains 10 states, 106 districts, and affects 120 million people. Since 2005, 7,500 of them have been killed in the fighting there. The Maoists' goal is to overthrow the state in India and install a communist government. India accuses neighbouring Pakistan and China of supporting the Maoists. The territory where the fighting is taking place contains the richest mineral deposits in the country. Despite that, people there are desperately poor and the region underdeveloped. Rights activists say governments have responded with heavy-handed tactics rather than solving these problems.
It is believed that there are about 6,000 people from tribes in the jails of Jharkhand who are accused of being Maoists. I have spent 5 years in jail, and from my experience I can say that 75% of these people are innocent.
Despite that, people there are desperately poor and the region underdeveloped. Some people, including the award-winning Indian novelist Arundhati Roy, have accused the security forces of committing rapes and carrying out extrajudicial killings. But the security forces may not be the only ones allegedly involved in human rights abuses. Former Maoist fighter Anjali Hembrom says she was repeatedly raped by fellow fighters. She's now in hiding and fears for her life.
Those people chased me. They chased my friend and killed him, and now they are looking out for me. Their search is still going on.
This conflict affects the lives of millions of Indians, but it's people like Hembrom who suffer the most. And critics say as long as the government continues its belligerent approach towards the Maoists, that will not end. Shoaib Hassan, The Newsmakers.